Hi, I'm Dave,
And I'm Marie.
and we're the old school soulmates.
Today we're going to do a video on what sold on eBay in the last week in our store. Hopefully these will give you some ideas of some items to look for. We found these at our local thrift stores and yard sales, and you can do the same in your area, I'm sure. So let's get started. The first item, this is an Orvis shirt. Orvis is a good brand to look out for, a good solid seller, popular outdoor brand. Sometimes you just want to stick with stuff that is more of an unusual material. 55% hemp shirt and 45% tencel, which who knows what that is. But anyways, our shirts we generally buy between $2.50 and $4.99. And this item sold for $29.95. The next item is a pair of Drew shoes. We specialize in shoes, so it took us time to learn the different brands. So Drew is a good solid comfort shoe. You're not going to see a lot of pretty shoes. We don't tend to focus on all the pretty cutesy high heels. These are functional shoes that people need every day for work. So these, again, our shoes we buy, women's shoes are $3.99 in our area, and men's shoes are $5.99. So we probably bought these for $3.99 and we sold it for $24.95. These are Easy Spirits. Easy Spirit is a very basic brand. They can run high new, but they aren't always as high on the resale level. So I tend to stick to more booties, boots, whether they be low boots or high boots. Also, if they're in almost new condition. These here we probably got at a garage sale, and most garage sales $1 and $2 in this area, and we sold for $24.95. This is something unusual that you're going to see from time to time. These are just inserts that go into shoes, but I don't know if you've ever shopped for them, but they're extremely expensive. eBay is a great shoe company, again, a comfort shoe company, and you just learn this whether you want to or not, because as you research your shoes. And when I looked these up, they were worth more than I thought. The thrift store wanted $1.99 each for them, so for $4 investment, I sold them for $24.95.
Right, and just a note too, we also charge shipping on almost everything we do. You notice there's $4.99 shipping on this particular one here. So everything that we're showing you generally is plus shipping. So with as the garage flipper guy says, with shipping on top. So anyway, look, shout out to Lonnie. Anyway, so the next one is the Bostonian Florentine. So there you go. Take it away. Tell me about that one.
Bostonians it's a solid seller. It's just a classic men's shoe brand. They tend to be classic styling. The more unusual, the better. These got a lot going on between the weave and the broguing and all these terms you'll learn. And it's not even necessary, because when you list something, you find a similar item that looks exactly like the one you're selling, and you sell similar. So
yeah, this one had everything. It had a cap toe. It has a tassel. It has broguing, which is the holes in the front there. It's got a weave on the side. So it's got a little bit of everything on this shoe.
And it's just a pretty shoe, good color. Color is important on a lot of items. That burgundy color that you see out there is kind of fallen out of favor, but browns and blacks, you can't ever go wrong with that. The other thing with men's shoes is the condition. The condition of the sole and the heels are the two most important things. If the heels got some very unusual wear, but you can see, of course there's going to be wear because these are used shoes, but the shoe itself, good condition. That's just normal light wear. And these, again, were $5.99 and sold for $40.
Okay, this was a couple of Air Force flight suits that I found at a thrift store. I'm not sure exactly where, but somewhere in our travels. And these are actually, what the military wears when they're flying airplanes. So we bought a couple of these. I forget what we paid for, maybe $15 for both of them. Was it, or was it more than that?
No, I think they were $7.99, $7.50, $7.49
Yeah, something like
each.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, $10, $14 somewhere around there. And we sold these for $34.95 as a lot. Now, when you got two things that are the same size and they're not bringing tons of money by themselves, and you get them cheap enough, sometimes lotting them up is a good way to sell them. Okay, Here's an unusual one. Marie, tell them about this one.
T-shirts. T-shirts in our area are $1.99 each. And on 50% off Saturdays, you can get them for 99 cents. We tend to kind of not buy a lot of T-shirts because they don't generally bring a lot of money. But when your investment's only $2 or $1, and the thing is unusual. They need to be unusual or rare or vintage.
This is the Brooks Brothers, which is traditionally known for dress shirts and suits and high-end,
All the high-end
stuff. Yeah. And this one is a Brooks Brothers T-shirt made to look like the map of the United States, and stars and stripes with Brooks Brothers in it. So that was kind of unusual. And without even looking at comps, we had to pick that up for $1.99.
And it sold very quickly, and it sold for $20.
Yeah.
You're not these aren't going to burn down the barn with the pricing, but $2 into $20 is wonderful. And if you haven't noticed the trends nowadays, if you look when you're walking through the mall, just take a look around. You're going to see the key now is everybody wants their labels to show. So everyone wants to know you're wearing a Brooks Brothers, you're wearing a Nautica, you're wearing a Tommy. So the bigger the name, the bigger the spell out, the bigger the advertising on your shirt. I mean, the Adidas logo can be huge.
Right.
Those are the popular ones.
Okay.
Dansko women's shoes are a consistent seller. They do have an issue with some breaking down of the soles on the clogs. So you want to make sure that you really give them a good push and crunch into the heel to make sure they're good. This particular brand doesn't have that, this particular style doesn't have that kind of sole, but Danskos consistently sell. They're a comfort shoe, and the sandals, and they have dress shoes, they have the standard stapled clogs, all different varieties of Danskos. Again, we pay $3.99 for them, and this particular pair sold for $44.95.
Yeah, there's a video on our channel too. You might want to check out where we're at a thrift store, and there's actually a shoe that's just disintegrating. That's what we're kind of talking about.
This is an interesting sale. My mom was cleaning out her closet, so she said, here, which she's famous for, don't ever go to my mother's house with a big vehicle. So she just loaded up me car with these totes of clothing. So again, back to the lotting. She was getting rid of these different types of clothes. This particular is all chick pants, all the same size. I got them for free. And most people, if you find a brand you love, we all have brands we love that fit our body just the way we like it. So I put these all in one big lot. And they cost me nothing. And they sold for $39.95. And the customer sent us a wonderful review. And all these pants were gone.
Yeah, so, right. They got 6 pair of pants for $5 or $6 a piece,
Right,
so it's pretty
decent.
Decent deal for them.
Sure beats leaving the house trying to find them at the store.
So anyway, and they're all basically all the same size,
Yep,
So
12 petite.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Next is
Born. Born is a very classic, common shoe brand you're going to see. There's 2 different versions of Born. You got BOC, which is a lower end of Born itself, and then you've got Borns. I see that Born sells a little bit better than the BOC, but these are Born sandals, a solid seller. If you're getting your shoes cheap enough, especially if you've got community yard sales and those type of church sales where shoes are $1, fill a bag of shoes for $5, no problem. You pick up something like this. If I spent $3.99 on these, I turned it into $30 because the customer's paying shipping. We're in good shape. It's something this thin, especially without any kind of heel, and it's not fragile in any way. These go in a padded flat rate for $7.95. So if you live in California, you're going to pay $7.95. But very solid seller there.
Okay.
These are Sam Edelman. These particular shoes we bought to sell on Amazon, because in Amazon your shoes have to be in new condition and they need to be in a box. After bringing them home, for some reason the UPC code Amazon didn't like it.
Yeah, it says something about, it was in a weird category. I think it's just miscategorized, but for whatever reason we couldn't sell it.
Yeah, no, you can't argue with it. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
But because we bought them at a good price, and we sourced these at a normal store during clearance, so at end of season and so forth, you can pick up shoes for $19 sometimes on sale. These particular shoes sold for $75.
Okay, well, I was at a yard sale, a churchyard sale, and they had a pile of hubcaps sitting there. There was a set of BMW hubcaps, a set of GMC hubcaps, and 3 out of 4 of a Ford F-150 truck wheel covers. They were actually wheel covers, I guess. So I asked the lady, "What do you want for them?" She said $5 for all of them, so I took them. I never sold hubcaps before, but inspired by our fellow YouTuber Hubcap Joe, the crazy New York driver. I said, well, I'll give it a shot. He seems to do well with them. So we put them on eBay and sold this set for $24.95. So this is Ralph Lauren luggage, and it's 3 piece. It fit into just a single box that was actually like 16 by 24 or something like that. It wasn't really maybe
It all
4 inches.
inside
It
each
fall
other.
inside each other. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could kind of fold it up. So it was easy to ship. It only cost $11 to ship it, so that wasn't too bad. No, actually didn't. Cost a little bit more. That's showing shipping to our
Right.
place. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so it sold for 59 cents. Even things like luggage at thrift stores, and you can get these at thrift stores all the time, and thrift stores give them away because they don't really
It's
they
like
take up a lot of
$4
space.
a piece,
Yeah.
and sometimes they'll all be inside each other. You don't have to pay $4 once, but even for $12 into 60, that will do that.
Not bad.
These are Clark Cloud Steppers. Clark is again one of those very basic brands. Everybody loves Clarks. Clarks don't bring a ton of money, but these particular Cloud Steppers, and I still look things up, and I'm like, wow, I wonder how the Cloud Steppers do. Picked them up, turned $3.99 into $32.95. We were on our way to Thanksgiving dinner, and our parents live up in Virginia, so we were on our way. When we make a trip, every year we go to Florida, every year we go to Virginia, we have a route that we go through, so we thrift all the way up, all the way back. This we picked up on our way up there. We picked up about 6 of these because they were brand new, and they were closed. I don't know why they were so inexpensive, but they were. These were $2 a piece, and we grabbed them all. So this is one of those particular muffs, and we also got a bunch of heated balaclavas as well, and they were only 78 cents a piece, and we got 36 of those.
Yeah,
So,
to sell one of these in the middle of September, when in here it's been like about 10, 15, 20 days straight 90-degree weather, which is unusual. But obviously it's going somewhere where it's cold. I hope anyway.
and
But
that's the beauty of eBay. I mean, you're selling to Alaska.
yeah, we sell winter coats in the middle of summer. We
Yes.
sell bathing suits in the middle of winter. You just whatever. You just can't really judge it. So this is another one that you found, right, Marie?
Yeah, this was at a yard sale. We generally only buy games if they're sealed in the box, unless it's something extremely rare and vintage. This is just the Monopoly Deluxe Edition, basic game, beautiful, like I said, great condition, unopened. And we paid I think I actually paid $10 for this one because I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And we sold it for 40.
It's got the gold tokens and the wooden houses.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a neat little thing. And
Yep.
somebody paid for it. Almost most board games we find, if you're sealed, somewhat popular, you're going to get about $40 for them. I
Yep.
mean, we found one from The Office or whatever, one of those board games. I always pick those up too.
That was
these days.
$69.
Yeah, that actually
Yeah.
did sell for more.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are Allen Edmonds, and they're driving the loafers. Allen Edmonds is a great brand. A lot of dress shoes, it can bring some serious money in Allen Edmonds. Some of these, I mean, we're talking hundreds of dollars. This particular version of it is a little bit of a different one than we've seen.
Casual.
It's a casual
shoe.
shoe, so
Yeah.
it doesn't bring quite as much. We took an offer on this for $49.95 just to sell it. It's a decent price for what we paid for it. So.
And size makes a difference. It was a size 8, very
Right.
small size.
This was a very small
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Here's some books that Marie found at a yard sale. So
I was just going to a yard sale. Generally, textbooks can really bring some decent money
on Amazon.
On Amazon,
Yeah.
On eBay, not so much. So I bought these to sell on Amazon. Guess what? They didn't. I didn't do my research like I should have. So we just lotted them all together. They weigh a ton. And
10
we're,
pounds.
Yep, 10
Actually,
pounds for
11
the
pounds.
books.
I just mailed them today, actually. Yeah.
And so we just lotted them together, and somebody going to school, they would benefit from these, and they were all of the same subject. You don't want to lot crazy stuff together. But I bought them together from a nursing student, and we sold them together, and we got $40 for them.
Yeah, and the thing about books, you can send those media mail. Media mail is slow as Christmas, but it actually saves a lot of money. So, but you want to make sure you put that in your listing when you do it to let the customer know that it's going to be sold as shipped as media mail.
These are Sabagos. That's a really solid brand. Again, it's a Clark's. It's just a basic brand, but sells very, very well. Got these for $3.99 and sold them for $34.95. Crocs. Crocs are kind of odd. One, Crocs wear out really easily, so you really, really want to inspect them. Crocs need to be new. They need, especially the soles. So you really want to look at them carefully. I personally buy the more unusual Crocs, the ones that have fabric on them, the ones that just are a little bit different, not just your standard Crocs, unless they're brand new, and then you can do well with those as well, depending on what you're buying them for. But got these for $3.99 and sold them for $30.
Okay. And the last thing on our list, this is something unusual that you may or may not have seen before, but back in the 50s, probably, maybe early 60s, people used to Kodak used to sell film in cans, and these are actually aluminum cans. They may look like plastic, but they're, let me see if I can zoom in on them. They're actually metal. You can see some rust on one of them there. And they basically, people use them for all kinds of different things now. I mean, everything from storing nuts and bolts on, which probably not the best use of them, or craft projects and that kind of thing. So this
props.
This was, we lotted them up. We got these from a yard sale, and that one's dented there, but the rest of them are in pretty good shape. And got $39 for 15 of them. So pretty decent price.
It cost us next to nothing, and they weigh hardly anything. Yeah. But even some odd stuff that you don't even think of. Movies need things for props. People use so many things to make decorative projects and stuff. Don't ever, look it up. Just take the time to research it.
We sold things that you wouldn't even think you could sell. We sold an old cable box from 1980 something. Who the heck would need a cable box? It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. You can't get cable with it.
Crazy wood grain.
We sold it to somebody in L.A. in Burbank, so we're pretty sure it's probably going to be in a movie one day. So, anyway,
you figure when they made that 70s show, they had to find that 70s stuff.
Right, so, and that's the thing too. Put the word props in your keywords, and your if you've got something unusual that you're not sure what else to do, make a great movie prop. Because movie props, plays, local production, all these people are looking for things, and sometimes that might be the thing they need.
Well, that wraps up what's sold this week on eBay. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, and please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.